medicine. You feel me? Just because you're taking a medication or you're taking some cough syrup or whatever, right? That ain't gonna just fix your problems. You know what I mean? You still have to be able to do different other things that's gonna be able to be beneficial to your well-being. For instance, we know that at least 15 minutes of walking can dramatically affect your mood and, you know what I mean, boost you up and give you the dopamine, those good hormones in your body to make you feel good, right? So if you consistently keep doing that, right, that's going to help you have a better better well-being, right? In addition to helping your health out, right? So using support for your mental health is not dependence. It's a responsive part of your need, right? So like I said, don't act like this one thing is going to be able to be the miracle that you need to be able to like fix everything, right? You still got to be able to put other work into different aspects, right? But the medication is going to be definitely be beneficial with that consistency, of course, talking with that doctor. Moving forward in regards to practical reframe, right? So when we kind of have a better mindset of things and how we're able to view medication differently, it could definitely be able to be that support, right? So stop viewing medication as a resort, as a personal failure, like I did something bad, right? Like I said, your body chemistry, we can't control that, right? We don't really know what's going on internally in regards to the brain, the body, and et cetera, right? So you got to be able to understand that this is something that, you know, you may need to support. In addition to moving forward, you know, start viewing it as a part of, as like a tool, something as stability, something like I said, as a support that's going to be able to help you have the better well-being and health for yourself, right? So people use it as a support their, you know, physical health without shame, right? Mental health deserves the same compassion, right? So like I said, you got to be able to understand like what part of the brain, or just give you the answer, right? I was going to say what part of the body, right? But what part of the body is mental health, right? Is the brain, right? So you got to understand that that's the control center of the whole body, right? So if you negative, right, things are going to be not moving right? So if you're positive, things are going to be moving accordingly, right? So try your best to have a positive mindset, but at the same time too, we need to take into consideration that we need to be seeking adequate support. Right, so taking medication can be an act of responsibility, not a defeat, right? So it's like someone's giving us a punishment. This is an active responsibility. You staying on point, right? From the AM to the PM, you making sure that you're taking care of your levels, right? Some people out here have diabetes. They got to be able to, you know what I mean, make sure they have an adequate meal, right? This is a responsibility, right? Some people out here are, you know, decent health, but they're not doing things in a responsible way to take care of their body, right? And just because you see them the way they are right now doesn't mean that you don't know what they got going on for their future, right? Only thing we know is within ourselves, right? So take care of yourself. You know what I mean? To the AM, to the PM, make sure you're getting your adequate rest, you're getting those supports, right? You're eating the proper meals, you're putting the healthy stuff in your body, you're working out, right? You're getting the sunlight on your body. You know when enough's enough when it comes to that work-life balance, right? You know what I mean? Self-care, doing what's beneficial for you, do things that's gonna make you happy, right? Increasing your mood, right? Gratitude, right? People come and go, but we gotta understand, like, you know what I mean? Like, appreciate the company, socialize, let's, you know what I mean? Like, let's really kind of keep that positive mindset, right? And that's gonna